Hello everyone. I want to continue from where I left off last week. I did a video last week just on basic label reading 101. And I used this label just to recap a little bit. So you see nutrition facts. It gives you some serving size and calorie information. This is pretty standard labels that you see in the grocery store. And so you'll see the fat, cholesterol, sodium content, and then you'll see carbohydrates, which under carbohydrates you'll see dietary fiber and you'll see total sugars. This label happens to tell you that there are 0 added sugars in the product. Protein is usually up here as well, and then you'll see a few of your vitamins and minerals, and it's all based on a 2,000 calorie diet. So this is all very useful information. However, it does not tell you everything. In order to know everything that's in your product, or close to everything, you need to be able to read the ingredients. Now this becomes especially important if you have health issues, or perhaps you're trying to avoid certain foods. You need to know exactly what's in them, and you need to know what they're made from. If you have allergies to milk or corn or wheat, any of those things, gluten, you need to be able to tell where the items in this ingredient list came from, what they were derived from, what they were made from. One biggie in this respect is the added sugars. So if it doesn't tell you the added sugars, you need to be able to go to your ingredient list and know which things are sugar. Now if you go and you do a simple search for names for sugar, you will come up with a whole bunch of different names for sugar. This one, I pulled up this list from cheatdaydesign.com. I want to give credit because a lot of people have done the legwork before us. So if I use something online, I'm going to try and give credit where I got it from. This is a list of 75 different names for sugar. Now, don't be overwhelmed by this. Some of them are still really easy. We know that beet sugar, brown sugar, those are sugar. They say sugar. Most of us probably realize that anything that says syrup behind it is a sugar. Things like molasses, nectar, those are sugars. But now we also have names that end in ose, like most of us know these names as well. Sucrose, lactose, glucose. We know that these are all sugars, but as you can see, there's more than just those few names that I have highlighted here that end in ose. So if the name ends in ose, you can be pretty sure that that is indeed a sugar. We also have things like treacle or turbinado sugar, yellow sugar. Of course, these still say sugar at the end. But there's also things like maltodextrin, malt, icing sugar, honey. We need to remember that these things are still sugar. Corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, those are still sugar, and they are added sugars. There are also things like ethyl maltol, diastase, diastatic malt, evaporated cane juice. Now cane juice of course comes from sugar, but these are all different names that might be on a label. Now you need to look at, if you don't recognize a name or you don't know where it came from, you need to look these names up so that you can be sure you're not eating anything that you shouldn't be. If you have a food sensitivity, like I was saying, or a food allergy, you need to know where these things came from. So take the time, read the whole label, and the whole label includes all of the ingredients that are in your product. Sugar is a big one, and in future videos I'll get into some other names that you're going to want to be aware of that come in multiple forms and multiple names. So thank you for listening. I know that we're all on different health journeys, but I hope at some point we meet up on that health journey. Blessings, abundant health to you all. Thanks again.